Hi Yvonne, this is Jay Anderson from King Garf Nissan in Orem. I just wanted to shoot you over a video. This is a 2016 Murano that we have. It's a base model. We do have some other options. These are all Muranos here, except for this black one right there. That one's that's a Pathfinder, but this one's a Murano. I don't know how that Pathfinder got in the middle of our Murano lineup. So most of these are 2017s right now. We do have just one or two 2016s left, including this gray one right here and the red one right there. So on this gray one, let me just show you a couple of the options that are on here. It's a fairly basic one, so it's cloth seats. Leather is available. I mean, there's all kinds of options available for these things. This one does have a proximity key, so you can lock and unlock it without even having as long as the key's on you, within 2 feet of the door or whatever that you're using. You do have these really neat, let's see, so this one has this cargo cover in it as well as the cargo net, and you've got these are hooks for the netting, and then you do have these hooks up there that are for grocery bags so your groceries don't go flying around. These levers back here will fold down those rear seats. You can also fold them down flat from the second row as well. I'll show you how that works real quick too. And then backup cameras are standard on these, so you can see there's the camera there just above the license plate. And then just looking at the second row really quickly, fairly basic. Like I said, these seats do fold flat. You got a 40-60 split, 40% on the driver's side, 60% on the passengers. So you do fold down. You got these little flaps that kind of cover the gap between the front and between the rear cargo space and the seats, which allow you to slide things in really easily. And so you can see they fold up pretty easily as well. Just go back into an upright position, and then actually, if you just pull a little bit, there's this flap right here. You just pull that, and that can actually recline them as well. So you can see it can recline fairly far, so your rear passengers are quite comfortable as well. You also have a USB charging port back here, air vents, and of course you got your armrest and cup holders right there. So it's kind of the back seat. Now for the more interesting part, that's getting up to the front. So you can see this button is for that proximity key I was talking about, so you can lock and unlock the doors with that button as long as the key's within 2 feet of the door. Okay, so over here, we'll start over here. You've got automatic one-touch up and down windows for the front, and then of course for the back, you just have to hold it. You got your window lock and unlock buttons, and your mirror controls there. You got your traction control. You can turn it off, on and off. Those other empty spaces are for other features that you can find on some of the higher trim levels. Down below, of course, you got your hood release, not trunk release, but fuel release as well, and then your parking brake is the pedal. And then you can dim or brighten your dashboard, and your trip reset buttons all right there too. Let me go ahead and turn this on really quick. You just push button start, so you just put your foot on the brake, press the start button, it starts right up. You got your volume controls here on the steering wheel. You can change the source. These buttons here will change this screen, so you can go through different screens on there. You got your compass, radio, compass again, drive computer tells you miles per gallon, average speed, how far you've driven, things like that. Your fuel economy, tire pressures, those appear when you're driving, just to make sure all your tires are the right pressure while you're driving. Your warnings, right now I don't think there are any warnings to watch, and then you can go into your settings. This button here, you can control those menus, so if you press OK, then you can use that button to kind of go through different things, look at maintenance, you can reset your maintenance for the oil and filter, things like that. And then here you've got your Bluetooth, or your voice recognition button, and then that's your phone button that'll hang up the phone for you. If you're talking on the phone, because of course it has Bluetooth for both music and phone. Over on the right side of the steering wheel, you've got your cruise control. Of course, you do have auto headlights as well as your signal lights there. And then on the right side, you've got your controls for both your front and rear windshield wipers. Moving on over to the screen, it is a big 7-inch screen on these. You've got your home menu that you can go to, which has different options. You can take you directly home. You can go to the Nissan Connect, which is an app you can download for your phone, and then you can run things off your phone on there, which is a pretty cool thing. You've got your map button that takes you to the map, and you can use the navigation screen as well from there to find a destination, and that's all available through the voice recognition. This can dim the screen and also turn it off if you just hold it for a second. Just press a button to bring it back on. Then you've got an audio button there, so that'll take you into, right now we're on the FM stations, and you can go to different stations and things from there. Of course, you've got your volume, dual zone air control. So the passengers, if you turn that off, it just syncs with the drivers. Turn it on again, it remembers what the passenger had it set at. And then on the right side, you've got the camera button, which in this case, because it only has the rear view camera, if it has the around view camera, it would show you a picture of the front as well as the around view. But because it's only the rear view camera, if you put the car in reverse, then you get the camera, and so it's only settings that you can see on there. Of course, you've got your seat buttons and then your back button for the menu, and then your different tune, things like that. On the passenger side, everything's fairly standard. Got a good sized glove box in there. That's where the Murano sticker is on this one. 2 cup holders. Right in here you've got a little cubby where you can probably fit a phone, depending on the phone you've got. And it's got the auxiliary hookup as well as the USB. And then open this up, and in here you do have another 12-volt outlet. You also have one just up here if you just pull that plug out. It's not a lighter, it is just a little plug to cover it. And a fairly deep console there as well. Let me hop out one more time, you can just kind of see what it looks like. And it is a 3.5 liter V6, that's standard in these. And so it pushes about, I think it's 260, 270 horsepower. So pretty powerful motor in these. And of course, all-wheel drive on almost all the ones that we have in stock. Let me turn this around really quickly. So I'm Jay Anderson over here at the Kingarf Nissan store in Orem. So if you're interested in taking a look at the Muranos, seeing how they drive, they're super comfortable, let me know. Thanks, bye.